Hi there, Dr. Shook here. Today I want to talk to you about genetically modified foods, and in particular two large brands that have adopted non-genetically modified foods into their cereals. This is huge because as a whole, a lot of the major retailers and manufacturers, food manufacturers, have not embraced the non-GMO movement. And for most of you that are reading or watching this blog, you're gonna know that GMO is genetically modified organism, and it's where they actually change the DNA of the food to make it to have more beneficial characteristics when they're, like, let's say it's wheat, and when they're raising the wheat, it can withstand certain. Maybe it makes its own pesticide when they splice it, or maybe it's more resilient against insecticides and herbicides when they're so that they can really, they can protect the crop from invasive plants and invasive bugs. But what that means is that you get, if the plant or the wheat is more resistant to insects and to other plants, what they're going to do is basically they're going to load those. They're going to be able to put more insecticide or pesticide on the wheat, and that's going to be passed on to you. And that's debatable, but that's my take, and that's what a lot of other people believe as well. And then you also have the issue, which is really at the heart of the matter, is that you're eating a genetically modified organism. So it's an organism that has its DNA, which is at the heart of what makes wheat, or whatever, organism, what it is. The DNA is the core of that particular organism. And when they change it, it's something that we have not been exposed to on this earth ever. And you're consuming something that is different genetically than anything you've ever eaten before. So there's a huge non-GMO movement. Most people watching this know that. But here I want to talk about Post and General Mills. So General Mills came out with a statement, and they said that they're going to make Cheerios. Cheerios is going to be GMO free. And that is huge because General Mills is a huge company, and they have fingers in everything. And Cheerios is one of the first foods that infants tend to eat, or younger kids, and they eat Cheerios all the time. So this is from a GMO advocate perspective. Most GMO advocates believe this is a huge win, that mainstream companies such as General Mills and Post, which I'll get to, that are adopting GMO-free products. The other thing is that their Post has said that their grape nuts are going to be GMO-free as well. So none of the grains in there are going to have GMO. And actually, Post, it even has more credibility because it's being tested by a third party. It's not just a statement by Post saying, hey, we're going to go GMO free. They're actually, grape nuts is being tested by a third party to make sure that the ingredients are GMO free. This is just a huge thing that I wanted to share with you because there are already companies like Whole Foods and Chipotle, and there are a few others, Ben & Jerry's. They've said that they're not going to use GMO products in their products, or GMO products in their in the food that they make. And that's huge for consumers because a lot of us want to live as healthy as possible and remove things from our diet that could potentially make us sick. And you know what, if we're skeptical of the GMOs, I mean, who wouldn't be? I am, and I tell my patients, keep GMO out of your diet, eat organic, natural foods. I'm not really a fan of grains, but I do want to talk about this groundbreaking thing that's occurring with General Mills and Post. So I hope you found this informative. Cheerios and grape nuts, no GMO products in them, and I think it's a huge win for GMO advocates, and I think it's a safer food to eat. That's my opinion, and if you have any questions or would like to know more about what we do or how we might be able to help you with autoimmune conditions or digestive issues with our functional medicine practice and functional neurology practice, just give us a call or shoot me an email. Be happy to help you out if we can. Thanks.